Hey, what's up guys? I hope you are all well and healthy. I'm back with another unboxing and this time we will be looking at the new Huawei Y7.
Let's go.
Huawei is offering another entry-level handset called the Huawei Y7. We have the latest color variant for our review unit, the Aurora Purple. So are you guys excited? Let's go straight to the unboxing. The Huawei Y7 features the classic Huawei white box. Up top, you'll see the device on print, while the sides feature the Huawei Y branding and the company logo. There's also some basic information like the colorway. In our case, we have the Aurora Purple, the device's configuration, 4GB RAM, 64GB storage, and of course, the model number to name a few. Fun fact, it's listed here that this unit is the Huawei Y7 2019, but it's called Huawei Y7 Prime in other territories. Now opening the box, you'll see another rectangular box or packet which houses essential items like the SIM tray pin ejector, documentations like the manual or the user guide, and the Huawei warranty card. Of course, I am very delighted that this comes with a clear silicone case. It's always a welcome out-of-the-box accessory for clumsy users like me. Digging further, there's a micro USB cable. Now I can see you glaring at that cord. And yes, you got it. No Type-C port for the Y7. This is a 10-watt adapter. From the looks of it, this brick is intended for other markets, but I think we'll be getting a different type of plug here in the Philippines. And to my surprise, the Huawei Y7 box is generous enough to include headphones when most of the phones in this price range do not bother at all. Well, kudos to Huawei. The Huawei Y7 Aurora Purple is visually appealing. I have never seen a combination of red, purple, and violet gradient before. In fact, I have not seen Huawei use this combination in the past. But this implementation is clearly hitting the mark. The handset is entirely made of plastic. However, the back panel comes off with a glossy finish. This means that it is a fingerprint magnet. I definitely wipe it too often to preserve its shiny exterior. Up front, you'll have the 6.26-inch display. Compared to the previously released Huawei Y6s, this is more expansive. It also features an HD Plus resolution and 19:9 aspect ratio. Bezels are quite thin except for the sizable chin which houses the Huawei branding. The dewdrop display gives the handset a modern look. This part houses the 8MP front f2.2 camera, the receiver, and the LED notifications indicator. This is quite interesting. Huawei crammed a discrete soft flash LED on the upper right portion of the front panel. You can use this in taking selfies in dark environments. The back panel comes with dual rear camera module, top build with a 13MP sensor, AI camera branding, and LED flash. And down below, there's a vertically printed Huawei branding. Lastly, a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor is also positioned where it should be. The left side has the SIM tray, which offers a dedicated slot for the microSD card. It's also interesting that the tray sports a pinkish color. The bottom side is a home to the speaker grill, the micro USB port, and the microphone. Meanwhile, the right side has the power button and the volume rocker, while the top has the 3.5mm audio jack and the secondary microphone. It's quite subtle, but if you look closely, the power button has a texture on it. The Y7 is a very promising entry-level offering. It packs Snapdragon 450 octa-core chipset and 4GB of RAM. Other specs include 4000 mAh battery, face unlock, and the Huawei App Gallery. The App Gallery is the company's take on its Google counterpart. It works like the Google Play Store, only streamlined to Huawei devices. Today, it's the third biggest mobile app distribution platform. So that's it for now guys. We'll be back with the review of the Huawei Y7 on our blog. If you want to visit it, I'll put the link in the description below so you can stay tuned when it's posted. If you like, you can also subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification icon for more videos like this. Stay well and healthy guys. As always, I'll see you in the next one.